Good morning, everybody. This is Jeff J. Brown, China Rising Radio Sinoland in Chiang Mai, Thailand. I always want to say Shenzhen, China, after 3 years. And today is another one. The previous one was about Macau. This one is about Taiwan, Hong Kong, all very highly related. Entitled Taiwan, Hong Kong, Ukraine Color Revolutions Are Sunflowers Shoved in Your Face. If that sounds mysterious, just wait. It'll all come together. Pictured above, Ukrainian Nazis were recently in Hong Kong to support the West's color revolution destruction of that territory. They love showing off their swastikas. Taiwan is also lending support. Here we go. During the first week of November, notorious Ukrainian Nazis supported the West Color Revolution destruction in Hong Kong. No CIA NGO attempt to overthrow anti-imperialist countries around the world is complete without a few Nazis to lend an evil hand. If I botch this, I do not speak Russian. Ihor Malyar, Serhiy Sternenko, and Serhiy Filimonov all are well-known members of the Ukrainian Nazi groups Azov Battalion and Right Sector. They wear swastikas, iron crosses, and other Nazi symbols, including their ubiquitous tattoos, as caught on camera in Hong Kong above. Both of these two fascist groups are funded by the U.S. National Endowment of Democracy, NED, and other CIA-front NGOs. This is a particularly revolting affront to the Chinese people, of whom 25 to 35 million died during World War II to help defeat global fascism. Given this 20th century history, these Yuki goons were surely sent to Hong Kong to get a reaction out of Baba Beijing, which will not happen. These Nazis also created a color revolution Facebook group in Ukraine called Free Hong Kong Center, as shown below. Sig Heils, Herr CIA! Actually, I shouldn't even use the German accent because Hitler was a creation of the United States and England. Anyway, we can safely say that the CIA NGO complex has connected their Hong Kong terrorists to Ukrainian Nazis to work together. I can't think of two groups that deserve each other more. The Taiwan HK for Hong Kong Revolution nexus is no less obvious. Taiwanese, quote, tourists have been caught at the Hong Kong airport with suitcases full of masks, helmets, and other terrorist weapons. Taiwan is offering sanctuary and support to Hong Kong subversives. Treasonous leaders like Joshua Wong have flown to Taiwan seeking help to destroy Hong Kong. Taiwan is part of a continuous nexus of anti-socialist communist China color revolutions going back to Tiananmen Square in 1989. During March 2014, in precision-organized scenes eerily similar to Hong Kong's, and right on the heels of the bloody U.S.-orchestrated overthrow of the pro-Russian government in Ukraine, which was known as Maidan, students stormed the Taiwanese legislature, occupying it to protest a proposed law to increase commerce with the mainland. It became known as the Sunflower Movement and had all the hallmarks of a Western organized and financed color revolution. It so shook Taiwan and was such a huge loss of face for the pro-Beijing KMT party that it heavily lost later local and national elections, putting into power the U.S.-backed/manipulated secessionist Democratic Progressive Party, the DPP. Since then, cross-strait relations have gone from positive and productive to sour and confrontational. Chalk up a temporary and futile victory for Western imperialism. Flash forward 5 years, when the Hong Kong Color Revolution terrorists stormed their legislature, they ransacked it, costing millions of dollars in damage, needing months of repairs. Not by coincidence, they painted in big Chinese character graffiti, "Sunflower HK," seen in the photo below. There are many similar examples. Here is a tweet from an HK NGO, also using the Taiwanese sunflower meme. And there's the image. And in that image, the NGO is called, quote, "Hong Kong Mothers Against Extradition," end of quote. I bet you 10 to 1 that it is getting Western financial backing, or is a total shell CIA/FBI front, like so many thousands of others. The message in Chinese says, "We have not failed, only temporarily not succeeded. Successful people refuse to quit. Quitters refuse to know how to succeed. Youth, many thanks for our Hong Kong family expenses," which I think should probably mean sacrifices. "We will work harder together. Remember, not one less." Gosh. Good luck with that. It sounds like a Dale Carnegie pep talk. Those mamas must be smoking colonial UK-US opium if they think sending their kids out to go out and destroy their only home is going to change the course of history. This brings full circle the CIA NGO globally organized and financed color revolution machine. Ukrainian Nazis, Hong Kong terrorists, and Taiwanese secessionists working hand in hand. Sorry, I don't have three hands. They are all on the same anti-communist socialist team. Go, Western global capitalism, go! At the end of the day, this is all merely low-grade irritation for Baba Beijing. Nothing the West does is going to change the UK-China treaty terms for Hong Kong to finally stop being a British colony in 2047. I have always said for Baba Beijing to remind Taiwanese secessionists of their delusional treason is cancel 10 or 20,000 targeted residence/work passes among the 1 million living on the mainland. Yes, 5% of the island's people live in the mainland. The disruption to Taiwan's massive multi-billion dollar investments in China would be cataclysmic, and their sudden return to the island would cause socioeconomic havoc. China doesn't have to fire one BB at Taiwan to bring it back to the motherland. Baba Beijing can simply do it with the stroke of a pen. Taiwan only has the population of a metropolitan Beijing, Shanghai, or Guangzhou. It has a laughable Yankee slingshot that can only bluff and look pathetically weak in the South China Sea. Mainland China has the world's biggest economy, Asia's most powerful military, and 5,000 years of civilizational authority to back it up. If Taiwan does not agree to some kind of one country, two systems plan to reintegrate into the People's Republic, as has been done in Hong Kong and Macau, the aforementioned scenario will play out in some fashion. This will happen well before 2049, when Communist Socialist China celebrates its centennial founding that year. And then I list a bunch of hyperlinks for you. Please, above and below, with the PayPal email, please contribute. These podcasts / articles with all the research and everything take hours and hours and hours to do. This one took me about 9 or 10 hours. It's not as long as some of the others, but still it was a full day's work. Please, to help keep the voice of China Rising Radio Sinoland alive, and to pay for the incredible cost to keep hackers out of the website, and to support truth-telling in China about China and social justice around the world for the 99%, make a contribution. Any amount is deeply appreciated. Thank you.